Oh, bother.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Rome 2 Power and Politics. I'm Yin Yang Total War, and last time we left off, we had some decisions to make. As some of you probably remember, because it was a pretty boring episode, I imagine a lot of you didn't tune into it, but last time we had more of an admin episode where we were moving armies around. We were trying to reorganize, figure out exactly what it was that Rome needed to be focusing on. And that decision has actually been made. And what we're going to do is we're going to have the houses focus on their own goals for expansion. Everyone wants a piece of the glory, and everyone's going to go for it, right? So the Second Legion is heading back to its home city of Brundisium. It hasn't been there probably since the beginning of the game. The first is stationed in Rome, and we have some auxilia armies forming up around Neapolis. Further afield, we have the Third Legion I shouldn't say camped out, in their home city of Massalia, and the Second Auxilia moving towards Tolosa. We have the Fifth Legion under the House Junia guarding Bertigala, as it's struggling a little bit. And we have the First Auxilia sitting up in Bibracte, just trying to make sure that we're not coming into conflict with all of these barbarian factions that surround us. All right, and coming down south, we have the Isle of Sicily, which is completely under the control of Syracuse, but the Syracusans are not, for some reason, happy with that. They wanted to go all the way to the north of our border and try to surround us, I guess? I'm not sure. And although they're not our major, any kind of major threat to us, we are no longer defensive allies, if I recall correctly. That's right, we're no longer that friendly. We still have military access. Considering getting rid of it, but that is something for another time. So let's talk about our enemies and our plan. So the first thing I want to talk about is House Junia. They want to unite the Isles of Corsica and Sardinia, right? So Corrales has to come under our control. That is a non-negotiable, at least if we want to maintain Junia's loyalty. They have been very loyal to our house, and we're going to repay them by making sure that Corrales falls. Next, speaking of our house, we're going to have to deal with the barbarians on our border. Batavium has to go to Roman hands. This again is non-negotiable. We need to eliminate them before they join up with the Insubres and their alliance up here. They already have an alliance with the Nori tribe. We can't really see them. Actually, yes, we can. That's them. They already have an alliance with the Nori tribe, but the Insubres have a tribe with the Rete and the Helveti. And that's going to put us in a bad situation if all of these armies start coming down at once. We've got plenty of armies right now. That will not be the case if all of those barbarians start bearing down on us. Looking out to the east, we have the goal for the House of Julia. Now, they're going to want to take down Apollonia and end the Epirians once and for all, gaining us a foothold in Greece. And while we don't have greater designs on Greece just yet, because they are allied to us, that is not something that will necessarily remain true. You guys know how Rome was in history. You're either going to be with Rome or you're eventually going to be against Rome. And even if you are with Rome, you'll probably eventually be against Rome. So,
Ready for orders.
but that's really all I've got for any kind of preamble. Let's take a look, see what we can do with these guys.
Commander.
I would like to. How many units do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ready for battle.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Commander.
At your command.
6 is fine. Right? 6 is a good number for Hastati. But I want to replace our Hastati with more Principes. They're overall better, and we need that. So I'm going to bring them down here.
Advance.
And it might be stacking them on a little bit heavy, but that's okay.
Ready for battle.
We expect their house to be pretty infantry heavy. All right.
Come on, to your duties, men.
And I'll share the wealth with those guys as well, so
Soldiering.
well,
It's
that's a
good
start.
life. Ready for orders.
And I think that's going to be it for our movements this turn. So, let's end it. Oh, of course there's something I didn't get.
Commander.
Oh, yeah. Let's make you a good commander. Let's make you a good strategist. Now, let's go.
As all the gods look down on us, they too must wonder why we are not firmer allies and friends.
Because I don't want to be. That's why. I am not about to be pulled into every war that Sparta has. There will be many.
At your command.
And I know last time I had just brought the third home to Mausolea, but it is time for them to march out again. They're going to be heading to Eulalia. The second auxilia is going to come right back on down to Mausolea, and the fifth is going to stay up in Bertigala. We're already having enough of a hard time as it is. I'm going to be pulling the fourth from Genoa down to Bellathri.
To your duties, men. Ready for orders.
At your command.
And the first is going to continue to recruit,
Fight for Rome. Ready for battle.
while the second heads down to Brundisium,
Ready for orders.
accompanied by the third auxilia, of course.
Commander.
And it is time for the fourth to head out to sea.
Advance. Pausing.
At your command.
So the plan will be for the third to land up in Sardinia and start marching down. Meanwhile, the 4th is going to land on the shores of Corsica and join them. We will siege Corrales together, and it'll all be good. Of course, the first fleet, the Classis 1, is going to obviously have to come and assist as well.
At your command.
We hunger for battle.
Now, while I would like to keep this army up in Bibracte, I believe that we're going to need to move them down to assist in the conquest of Batavium. It is going to be a hellish fight, drawing all 3 of these armies out from their city to fight, and then we'll have the siege after that. Although at least it's not a walled siege, but still. Oh, this is Rufus. Okay, so Rufus is going to be cunning, and we're going to make him a warrior. For those of you who do not remember Rufus, he is our resident former slave master. So, I don't know how much we really like him, but he's part of the family, and it is what it is. Someone else has a skill that needs to be upgraded.
To serve Rome.
Yeah, of course. We'll make you a commander and a warrior. You haven't really done anything to prove yourself, so that's what we'll do. And if they could do me a huge favor and just stay away from Corrales, that would be great.
I humbly ask that you at least consider a formal treaty. Strong defenses need good foundations.
I hear you, but no.
Our joint enemies would tremble if we were your allies. Your strength, our wisdom, together would achieve great things.
Syracuse, no, we don't want to be friends anymore. And apologies for the cut. I had to step away for a moment. But let's see, we got anyone else not miss getting bombarded with unseasonal conditions? Like, I don't care. Could not care less about the unseasonal conditions. Alright, let's see. I believe we can start moving up.
Ready for orders. Soldiering. It's a good life.
Ready for battle. We hunger for battle. At once.
At your command. Advance. At ease, yes. Going ashore.
Alright, and the 3rd has landed at Corsica.
Leaving the ship. We must rest a while.
For battle.
Commander.
Ready.
And while I would love to make this a 3-pronged assault, opening up a three-front war. We don't have the numbers to try to take on the forces at Apollonia just yet. Another house will have to step in and assist. Probably the house of probably the oh gosh, the house of Picture. Trying to remember his actual house name. Papiria. They'll probably have to come down and assist the Julia, just because they don't have a whole lot going just yet. Not enough to take on 3 armies plus a garrison, which is what was sitting outside of Epirus. There was another army. I don't know where they went. I'm sure they're hidden behind Fog of War, just outside of our range.
Ready for battle. Fleets reporting. Ready for orders. Your orders.
And just in time to begin leading this assault. We'll do that. So, guys, as usual, I'm apologizing because well, there's their army. I'm apologizing because this video is coming out late. Like I said, as usual. Oh, looks like the Iberians have attacked Brutus. Very interesting. But yeah, it's just my work schedule is too hectic sometimes. I think it's going to be one thing one week and it just turns into a whole nother. Something I am working on as we speak. Hopefully that will help the algorithm send, when I get more regular, it'll help the algorithm send this out more so that, you know, you guys are actually seeing it.
It is an honor to serve Rome.
Your orders. Disembarking now. Finding shelter.
All right, and the 4th has landed. It is only a matter of time before we attack Corrales, assuming that these spears of Cessius do not take it, or you know, from us, because then we're going to have to go to war with them, because Corrales will be ours. Now, looking back north,
Ready for orders.
we are almost ready.
At your command. Get to it, men. Ready for battle.
And I would love to keep growing this auxilia, we just don't have it yet.
At your command.
Hopefully when we take Batavium and Corrales, things will start rolling so that we can produce even more units, right? I really shouldn't be letting my treasury or my income get down so low, but we're getting everything ready. A lot of skills for guys who aren't in battle.
For orders.
The gods weep when men battle fruitlessly. Can you help us in this war and please the gods through victory?
No. Ooh, who is that? We just took that. Because we're about to be at war with you. It looks like the rivalry with Carthage is going to have to wait. We've just met someone new. Oh, Libya. Huh? Yeah, I'll take on Libya. And just in time, we can now make siege towers. So let's focus on something civil for now. Let's do that. That'll help our public order a little bit.
Ready for battle. Make haste, men. Fleet steady as we go.
Ready for orders. On the move.
At your command. On the move. Destination reached. It is an honor to serve Rome.
We hunger for battle.
We hunger for battle. At once. Ready for further orders.
Commander. Make haste, men. Waiting for orders.
All right, and while we await the first auxilia, we will stand our ground at these bridges. I doubt that they're going to declare war on us, even though we have obviously made our intentions very clear.
Swift and silent, a shadow among shadows.
Actually, let's keep her here. Let's keep her here so that she can watch them.
Ready for battle.
Ready for battle. Fleet reporting.
I'll take another one of those.
Strong men.
And maybe not. Maybe not.
Ready for orders.
We are losing some major money here. And one thing you can never fault Total War on, which is hard to even say, but one thing you can never fault Total War on, that music score. Let's see. We'll go with civil development. I don't think our agent was ever hidden. I don't know where you guys are getting this from.
March. Waiting for more orders.
Now here's hoping that the Veneti have not decided to expand. Nope. There's still only one ally in. That's good.
At your command.
Commander.
All right. Let's get
Yes.
started. looks like Libya is no longer a satrapy or a client state of Carthage. Yep, they broke the treaty. Ooh. These guys are giving Carthage the business. Ooh, that's rough. Oh, declare war. It looks like
my friend.
they've actually
No, my
kicked them out of
enemy.
Africa altogether.
War is an expensive business. Be sure you can pay the blood reckoning.
Forming a blockade! Blockading!
Oh yeah, we're terrified.
Ready for orders. Laying siege to the settlement! We take
we're not
this
done.
settlement for Rome!
At your command. Victory for Rome!
As fun as it would be to kill some elephants just out here by themselves, let's not. I'll go ahead and auto-resolve this one. They killed some of us, so good on them. We're going to enslave.
Attack! For Rome!
And we don't even have time to build. That's how weak they are. So let's do it.
When this battle is done, the name Roman will be a byword for valor. Oh, I will call myself a Vestal and retire to the temple. Now, let us take this place.
And not what I would call the most amazing speech, but hey.
Orders understood.
All right, and it looks like our reinforcements are coming in. The House Junia is here, and they are ready to take the city in their name. Thankfully, Pictor brought all of his artillery with him. Gonna make this a lot more simple. We don't have to overtake the walls, we'll just blast through them. Now, out on the water, we do have a bit of a different story. We are severely outnumbered, and they have a they have the advantage of highly mobile ships, which is definitely going to demand a rethink on how we do things. And it looks like we're just waiting for him for now. And the attack on the walls has begun. And again, it's just one of those things, like, would it have been worth it to even come up on the walls with the ladders? Not really. Not really. And the Legion might be new to war, but these troops are veterans of the North. They are not afraid of anything, and they're happy to let the enemy know. Beautiful. And this is one of those situations where you say, man, we just got kicked off of our own continent. We came here for refuge, and what do you do? Because we definitely took advantage of the fact that they weren't ready. Oh, don't you guys miss that? The crumbling walls. There we go, another section of the wall down. And here come the doggos. Whenever I see the dogs in the older Total Wars, not Warhammer, but like the Total Wars like this, I always think, have you got? And let me know down in the comments if you guys have ever played the original Dragon Age game. That's what I think of, like when the very first battle that you see, you don't really partake in it that much, but the very first battle that you see, they have all these warded towns and they charge straight forward into the oh gosh, what is that enemy called? The ones from the underworld. Gosh, that's a game I'll have to get back into. So many good memories from that series. I never even got around to Inquisition. I really regret that. Maybe that's something I'll do one of these days. Share it on the channel or something. Although this is a Total War channel, so if that's something you guys would be interested in, let me know. I might do that. Oh, and I didn't mean to charge these guys straight into that, but there they are anyway. Now, let's get back out to the fleet battle. And things are not going particularly well. And we have definitely realized the flaw in our rigid structure, right? The problem with with trying to have a modernized style of fleet in ancient times, all the cannons, or not cannons, but all of the artillery is going to be aiming forward, so you can't be very maneuverable. Everyone's got to kind of stay in position.
To the oars! Set oars!
We've got the Admiral trying to lead some of the enemies away. There we go, that's another good hit. And things are just, I mean, devastating out there. We've lost way too many good Romans, and for no good purpose. I mean, it's all for the city, right? But still. Speaking of Romans dying, how are we doing in here? Not too many dead Romans on this side. Although we are taking some losses to our levies over here. Got some more troops coming in. Let's get back over to where the battle is the bloodiest. We have been able to eliminate all of these stragglers. And it's basically down to the Admiral and a couple of artillery ships. Oh, that's ugly. It looks like they have seized this ship.
Show them steel!
And we got stuck on this sinking ship right here, unfortunately.
Weapons ready!
This almost turned bad for us.
Give way! Moving out! Set off! Move out! To the oars! Faster!
And this is what I mean by being more nimble, right? Had we been able to get around that ship faster, this wouldn't have happened.
Attack! For Rome!
Oh, and another solid hit. Can't take too much more of that. Oh! But thankfully our artillery ships were able to save the day once again. And let's get back to the main battle. Looks like we have pushed through.
Attack their positions!
Oh. And the tide of infantry just does not stop. Which is how Junia is going to fight, right? They're infantry guys. And it looks like their admiral has been officially sunk. And we are chasing their last ship into the bay. One thing I don't love about the old dogs is once they're done, they don't continue to commit sometimes. But speaking of committing, here comes our general. And no, not Victor. Another minor skirmish one. And while I am sure there are a couple scattered forces around, there's not going to be much resistance left. So guys, I am going to pop back out onto the campaign map, and I will see you there. And it appears that is the end of the Libyans. Although they did a little bit more damage than I was hoping. I mean, look at our fleet. Good lord. But the battle is won.
Ready for battle.
And Corrales is in our hands.
Your orders.
Let's see. We're gonna park you guys in there. That did actually save us a bit of money, but we do need to rebuild the fleet.
Ready for battle.
We hunger.
We're going
for
to allow
battle.
the 3rd Legion to rest one turn, and then it is time for them to make their way east to the peninsula. And instead of Carthaginians, we're going to have an entirely different enemy when we enter Africa. But that will be a discussion for another episode, as I believe that we are running low on time. So in our next part, we will be attacking the Veneti at Patavium, and I'm sure that will be a much more epic battle than the one we just faced. So until then, to all my friends, wherever you are, good morning, good evening, and good night. I'll see you in the next one. If you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thanks for watching, especially to those of you who have been with me since the beginning. I am still having a blast and very much enjoying the formation of this community with all of you. If you have any suggestions for videos you would like to see, please let me know, because I want to make even better content as we continue down this journey together. As always, if you enjoy what I'm doing here and want to support me, then you know what to do.
Comment, like, and subscribe.
And we'll see you in the next one.